All right, so here we have our facilitator group. We're just having a meeting before the start of our next session. And I'd like you all to be able to meet the people who are going to be helping you work in your global dialogue groups. So first, Barbara Tobler.
Okay, so hello, my name is Barbara Torgler. I'm from Austria. I live in Paris. I've been working for a long time in this field of international cooperation in different organizations. I currently work for UNESCO, one of the UN agencies. And I'm very interested in this topic of dialogue. I mean, what we do, you know, in our context is a lot of dialogues. So we call them dialogues, intercultural dialogues, but very seldom they're really true dialogues, I think. So I'm very excited about having this possibility of exploring this with you and with everybody over the next months to come. And I really look forward to it. Thank you.
Thanks, Barbara. Maria.
Hello, I'm Maria Zachel. I'm from Germany. And I'm excited about this course because I want to know what it really means to create a possibility to change the world from the inside out. What does it mean to meet with people from all over the globe on such a on the deepest human level that we know right now, and what will come up from there? How will we change, and how will we might change the world in some way?
Thank you. Jon and Olga.
Hello, this is Olga.
Hi, my name is Jon.
We live in Copenhagen. We live together because we're a couple.
I'm actually really excited about this course because when you live in Denmark, it's a tiny little country. So I just know that it's really important to be engaged, you know, on a global context, that you really have to stick your head out and look out of your own country to be aware of what's actually happening globally. So I think this is an excellent opportunity to do that.
You work as a mental trainer, and you're also...
I'm a computer scientist, and I've also studied sports and exercise, and I work in both fields.
We know Tom and Elizabeth and many other people from similar practices, collective consciousness practices, where we had dialogues that are in some way similar to this, but it's also a very new thing for us because we haven't tried it with such a diverse group. And I think always when you come together with people from other cultures, you learn things about yourself that you couldn't learn from looking within yourself, that you can only learn together with other people. So I think as an individual practice, having a collective practice like this is just addictive and really important, and something that I really miss and looking forward to. And I work in advertising, where we also look at consciousness and culture, but from a very different aspect and not as deeply as what we do together here. Jon and I, we have my two daughters. I have a daughter, she's 13, and one that's 10. And we live together here with the two girls.
Great. Thank you both. Mike.
Hi, I'm Mike Wambacher. I live in Oakland, California. I was involved with the Enlightened Next community for a very long time, where a lot of these ideas first, you know, were made available to me, and I've been very excited about them. I'm especially excited about the evolutionary worldview and how that relates to the real problems of the world, of which there are so many today, and particularly the cross-cultural problems. And I'm very excited just to participate in a completely new context, you know, to be able to dive in again after a period of a break into these matters, which I think are so important. The question of the intersection of consciousness, of culture, and what individual transformation has to do with cultural dialogue, which is an open question. Nobody has the answer to that, and they're perhaps the most important and relevant question on the planet today. So I am very excited to participate with everybody here in this experiment.
Great. Thanks, Mike. Diana.
Hello, my name is Diana Spiegel and I live in Dayton, Ohio. I live in a intergenerational home where the ages are from 16 to 74, so a lot of dialogue has to take place. I'm trained as a teacher, and I see dialogue or communication as the driver of evolution in itself, and especially cultural evolution. And in this time of incredible global divisiveness, being able to dialogue across all barriers, I think that's where the future is, and that's where emergence takes place. And I'm really looking forward to seeing emergence take place in this course over the next 6 months.
Thank you. Matthew.
Hello, I am Matthew, and I am currently residing in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Right now I am studying philosophy, and that's my primary interest along with theology. So I'm really interested in how those two relate to one another, and where this capacity for human rationality and reason fits in with the sense of the divine and spiritual realities. And very influenced, becoming more and more influenced by ancient philosophy and their premise of dialogue as being the driver of philosophical advancement. And so this notion of being able to engage with more and more voices across the globe and bringing more voices into dialogue seems like such an incredibly important part of wherever the kind of the development of philosophy and theology go, which I think are very practical and relevant to dealing with all of the issues that we're kind of facing in the world.
Great. Thanks, Matt. Jane and Rod.
Hi, I'm Jane, and I'm a New Zealander, but I've been living in London for about 25 years. And I am involved in two interrelated things. I'm a founding director of Global Generation, an environmental education organization based in the middle of London, and actually 5 of our team are also participants on the course, along with Rod, who's also involved in the work. And I'm also involved in doing doctoral studies around leadership and shifting the underpinning narrative of leadership from a colonialistic one to operating with a more ecological, cosmological perspective. But particularly what interests me, and it's really based on my work with my colleagues in Global Generation, is when a dialogical form of leadership starts to happen between us. So it's I guess my work and my studies is very interrelated, is an ongoing experiment. And why I'm really interested in this is because we work with a really wide range of participants from many different cultures, and also community and quite large commercial businesses, and try to bring people with these very different worldviews together and create a space where it's possible to have dialogue within that space, and particularly around growing a more sustainable and socially responsible future.
My name is Rod. I'm also living in London with Jane, who's my partner, and I'm a primary school teacher, and I also work for Global Generation. And why am I excited about being on this course? Well, I'm really excited because I feel that dialogue is really the means for developing a new culture. I think it's through dialogue that we can really bring the new and infuse culture with a new sense of going forwards and bringing in a new developed consciousness into culture. This for me is something that I'm very confident in, and it's something that's been happening in Global Generation, the charity that Jane's the director of. We've been meeting in our dialogue groups, and it's something that really does, I've found, generate a new sense of being together in something new. So I'm very excited to be with everybody together from all parts of the world in this dialogue together.
Great. Blake.
Hi, my name is Blake Ludwig, and I'm originally from Los Angeles. I've been living in London for the last 20 plus years. And I'm particularly interested in what Charles Eisenstein calls the new story. And I'm really interested in, I've been finding a lot of leaders that I've been talking to, we all have similar feelings that we really don't know what the future is, but we're interested in really kind of asking deep questions and approaching things with a big question mark now. We don't really know what the future is, but we're kind of interested. I'm very interested to see what other people are intuiting and what they're feeling about the way forward. And I'm really interested in what happens when people come together, and they come together with sincerity and a deep willingness to let go of what we think we know. So I'm looking forward to doing it with everyone in my group.
Thanks, Blake. Prema.
Hello, I'm from Ireland. I live in Middletown, Ohio, and I've been involved with dialogue also in the past with Elizabeth and Tom. I find that I'm very curious about the people that are going to be in our group and also that are in the whole context of this experience and experiment. Mostly because I'm interested to see what the context that people are coming from and what they have to share from a very deep conscious place. I also believe that dialogue is something that is so necessary in our world today, because it seems to me that so much of the conflict is because of a lack of dialogue and a lack of understanding and compassion for where each of us stands, either in our ideology, our feelings, what's important to us. And I'm hoping that, you know, this will bring us together, better understanding of each other, of our cultures, of what's important to us. I think that we will find that there are many, many commonalities across cultures. You know, we're all humans together. We have, you know, primary issues that are all connected. We're one Earth, one globe, one planet, one cosmos. So I'm very excited about this. I'm looking forward to meeting everyone in our group and continuing the conversation. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Prema. Peter.
Yes, hi. My name is Peter. I'm from southern Germany. I'm actually involved with the dialogue work since a couple of years with Thomas and Elizabeth. And yeah, I'm very excited. This development with the dialogue work is getting a real momentum, it's my feeling. And we are actually creating the future along with it. And my special interest is also concerned what's happening now in Germany this year. This is bringing up so many discussions among so many friends and people in Germany. We are so much concern, and more and more questions are arising, and it's especially how different cultures can meet and can live together and can find ways to create a better world. That's one very vital point, which also very practical for us here in Germany.
Great. Thanks, Peter. Okay, thanks everyone. And if you could stay on the line for just a bit, and but I'm going to turn off the recording now and post this so that everyone can get an introduction to you all. So thank you very much. I'm really excited about how we're going to work together over this next 6 months.